today is the Wesak. Today is the full moon of Buddha. And in the spring, we have the first full moon that is right before Easter. It's the full moon of Christ. And then we have the full moon of Buddha, which is the second full moon of spring. And the third moon is the moon of Krishna. And in the moon of Buddha today, it's called the Wesak. And in Tibet, they have a ceremony. It's inside a valley that has the shape of a bottle with a little corridor. You come in, and then the monk and all the monks, they pray, and we too from where we are, because on the day of the Wesak, there is an opening in the cosmos so that our prayers can reach wherever. And I say wherever because for some, it shall be Christ. To others, it shall be the archangels. To others, it shall be Mohammed or Buddha. And to me, I pray to the cosmic ocean, and I call it a cosmic whole, because I truly believe I am an individualized whole, or individualized cosmic whole. So in French, it's le grand tout. In English, the cosmic whole. And our essence is the individuality of that cosmic ocean. But on the 26th, which was Monday, we had one opposition of Saturn and of Uranus happening. Very high tension in the sky. And Uranus is the new world, while Saturn is the old world. And inside me, I feel it like the seventh chakra and the first. And Uranus is the seventh chakra, goes for new stuff and vision and everything. And then Saturn brings it back to fear and survival, and it's neither one or the other right now. It's a tension between the two, and our work with 0 Point is about coexistence of the both. So one day you'll go into incredible expansion and sight and new energy and essence and freedom, and bang, the next day you're in survival. Will I pay my rent? You know, and what's going to happen with the stock markets and everything. And before, it would take like 2 or 3 weeks to go into such expansion, and then 2 or 3 weeks of fear, because expansion is like that. It's expansion, contraction. Right now, it's in total tension in the sky. This is very demanding on us. And it's followed by, this was on the 26th, and on the 28th today, it's followed by the Wesak. And the Wesak is a time of prayer where we have, like in the mudra of the heart, our prayer hand saying, "Dear God, dear ocean, dear cosmic old, dear Mohammed," or whoever, please hear me. And it's not like please hear me, but you can hear me because the door is open on the Wesak. And in my own feeling, I today call forth for protection. First for myself at the center, and then for the next ring, the people around me, and then for the people who study with me, and then the people of my village, and my province, my country, my continent, and then the whole world. Because to spread that protection, because this tension, we have lived on March 28th, but we'll live again for the last time on July 26th. So we're not through this summer. The planets are in places where it is almost a good idea to not go too far from home. Excuse me, the phone's ringing. It's a very, very intense happening in the sky. And this, because we know it, because we feel it in our body, we need to spend a lot of time on the couch. We need to slow down. And when it's too intense, do not go into a fight. If you're in survival, don't go into all the survival issues of blame and it's someone's fault and if only and look what they did. Back off. Stay on the couch, watch Grey's Anatomy or whatnot, you know. Relax, don't do anything significant, and stay present with what is. And instead of lasting 4 days, it may only last 4 hours. Yeah. So what we want to do between now and fall equinox is to learn how to serve that incredible tension between the old world and the new world. And on what we had on the 26th, that opposition of the new Uranus and the bottom, the fear, the old world, and the also the safety. We always think of the first chakra like fear and survival, but first chakra is also like my children will be fed, my winter tires will be changed, my taxes will be paid. You know, it's for us who are essence embodied into a physical body. Those things are very important, because if we do not pay our taxes, or if we do not change our tires or whatnot, you know, we have physical consequences to this. So actually, it's a beneficial thing to have such an opposition, because we are moving into a new era. We are. But it is done with the tension of the first chakra, who said, you shall expand, but you will take care of details as well. But inside of us, and my son turned 13 yesterday, and he was caught between that tension of the 26th and this full moon of today. And it was doing the passage into teenage years. Into this, you needed to have great tools, and the best tool that I was able to coach them with is be your best friend. If you were your best friend and you were going through a dragon time like we are now, what would you be saying to yourself? And he said, I realized I've given myself up. And then I said, well, bring yourself back. And it was challenging for me as adult, you know, and coach and mother. But for him to, this morning I spoke with him and his voice was back to normal. So I know this great moment of we are now in this place of this opening. And really, we can use all the great manifestation and ask for a car. If you want to do this is the Wesak. Your prayers will go up. But why? We're living right now in this incredible moment of change. Let's call for safety. Let's call, you know, there's nothing cheap or unspiritual about needing to be safe. In her book, Bringers of the Dawn, written in 1993 or 92, Barbara Marciniak quotes the Pleiadians. And she said, they do not understand why you agree to anchor the consciousness you are anchoring by the thoughts you're having and the effort you're doing and asking for nothing. She said, nowhere in none of the other dimensions such thing happen. Ask for financial security for your needs and a little bit more without falling into greed. Ask for health for yourself and your family. Safety is not a bad thing. Safety is Saturn. This is why the sky have called it right that we should enter this new cosmic era, not just on the Earth, but in the whole galaxy, with the tension with Saturn that calls for having good roots, for being secure. And let's be aware today of what's going on the planet. You know, I was listening the other day to Leonard Cohen's concert live in London in 2008, and he said, thank you, friends, for being here tonight when there's so much darkness going on the earth, and we can be assembled in this evening. And he said, there's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's one of my, Ring the Bell. That's one of my favorite songs. And that saying to me was always very important. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Let's use this crack, this opening of the Wesak, for us, the soul, the essence living in the physical body, to call for protection, but also for our Mother Earth. The earth needs to shake and is shaking, but it's been abused beyond belief and it's overwhelmed. And I sometimes cry for the earth, for Gaia, for that incredible being, so misunderstood. You know, and for all the healers and the sincere people doing, tree essence, flower essence, natural herbs, a more gentle approach, who use like the technological age we're living in to be like Greenpeace and all of this for people who care. And there's a lot of people that are concerned with our mother. This is the Wesak this year, I would say, should almost be a Wesak of a call for protection for all, instead of a call for oneself, for a car, for, a lover or whatever, because we are going to a very intense moment in the sky. And even if we do not understand astrology or we don't understand these big moments, we are affected by it. Greg Braden once said in one of his books that with the changes going on right now in the physical earth, it's starting to feel like the inside of pyramids in Egypt before, where only the great students or priests would go. Now the whole earth is like that, and if you're sitting like alone on your balcony in the suburb, you shall be affected by these changes happening. We're at the core of it, and whoever thinks it's going to happen in 2012 is sleepwalking, because it's going on now, and it's by sitting on the couch and witnessing with the panic in our belly that you can start saying, oh, it's so-and-so's fault and it's the government, or bring it deeper and give it loving presence. And then you say, my Mother Earth, the one, my essence is incarnated on a physical vehicle right now, a physical embodiment that can survive on planet Earth. I'm part of the process. And on this great day, where the sky is open, I call forth for protection in the here, in the now, and so be it.
Thank you, Kishori. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. Namaste.
Put that online right now. Namaste.